Hello and welcome to another set of readings of Lotus Love Tarot 555. Okay, you guys, I am here for your Mercury Retrograde readings. Oh my goodness. I have pulled some of the most powerful decks that I have to actually do these readings, okay? And first and foremost, how I always start the readings, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love and support you continue to give us during the growth of this channel. I just thank you so much. I read all of your comments, you guys, and you never know. You have no idea how it really warms my heart to see how the readings change your lives. Okay, so now just a little bit about this reading. You can apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, and for some, even your Venus signs. Hello to our cross watchers out there. Do keep in mind during these Mercury retrograde readings that the energy will flip-flop, okay? So if it doesn't relate to you, it could very well relate to your partner, or it could relate to any energy that may be surrounding you. Okay, now we are slating this for the Mercury retrograde, but do keep in mind that some of the experiences that you may hear during this reading, it may be something that took place, months ago, could be taking place right now, could be something that's going to be coming in for you in the near future. So do keep that in mind. Always remember to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555. If you have not, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button on the reading if it resonates with you or if you feel it will be beneficial to someone's life. And right next to the subscribe button is a little bell. Hit that little bell, and every time I release a reading, you will be notified. Do keep in mind as well that I do private readings, okay? All right, you guys, we're going to get right into your reading, but before I do so, I also want to state that right after your reading, there will be a synopsis of you see that? The communication has already started. Oh, God, because that's what happens during Mercury retrograde. Our communication gets jacked up. At the end of your reading, I will do a synopsis of what to expect in life, love, and career at the end of your reading. So check that out. That's going to be very, very important. And last but certainly not least, if you want to see the extended version to your reading that you're about to view, you must join our Patreon. We only have two levels, $2.22, $5.55 per month. $5.55, you're able to see all the extendeds that we do. So the link to that will be below. All right, my loves, now on to your reading. Hello, my Aries. Okay, you guys, I am here for your Mercury retrograde reading. Don't forget there will be an extended right after this reading that you'll be able to find on our Patreon. The link to that can be found below. All right, let's get right into it. And once again, don't forget to join us every Monday through Thursday for the Lotus Love Show that happens 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal, messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries as it relates to the Mercury retrograde happening June 8th through July 12th. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries? What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know? Okay. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal, messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries as it relates to the Mercury retrograde, June 8th through July 12th. Messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries. Thank you. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal, messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries as it relates to the Mercury retrograde, June 8th through July 12th. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries? What does Aries need to know? Wow. Okay, that was a powerful one. Okay, my Aries, let's see what is going on. Forgiving and learning. Why did I think you guys were going to get this? I just felt that you were going to get something that you were going to need to really learn. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So you're really having to think about choices that you have made that has caused you to have to be in a space of forgiving, or you are needing to be forgiven for something that you have done. This card, when this card comes out, this is you needing to learn from the past. See, look, this person's head is on this person's lap, like they are really regretful of decisions that have been made, things that I have done. And that's the space that you're in, Aries. I feel like you are really needing to release and heal from choices that have been made. And you have to really ask yourself, have I learned from those choices? Have I really forgiven myself, or have I forgiven a person that has done something to me? Okay, so I really feel like you need to be in a state of understanding. I feel like you need to really be in a state of forgiving. I feel like you need to be in a state of healing anything from the past that you have done or that has been done to you. And for some of you, these are things that you have done. You really need to put that at rest. You really do. You need to move into a space of peace. That's what I'm feeling for you guys. You need to really move into a space of peace. Let go of control issues. So allow this situation to unfold naturally. So situations that you're trying to control, situations where you're trying to direct the narrative and how the story unfolds from things that you're doing, Spirit is saying, no, you can't control this. Okay, so move yourself out of a place of trying to control and let it evolve, let it unfold naturally. Okay, when we say naturally, what does that mean? That means Spirit will guide it and not you. Okay, let's move to the next. Detach from the situation. See, here it is. See, there's a situation that's really getting to you. Okay, and how you need to let go of it. How do you detach from it? You stop trying to control it. You forgive. You learn from it and you move on, or you ask to be forgiven. You give the apology, okay? Take action. So yeah, you need to take action in doing this. You really need to take action during this Mercury retrograde. If you don't surrender to this, then this can really come back and bite you in the behind. And see, Spirit is saying unlikely. So what does that mean? That means it's unlikely that anything is going to happen for you the way that you want it to until you decide to do what Spirit has told you to do. This is a very unlikely situation that can definitely be positive for you, okay? So you definitely need to take action in this, or you don't want Spirit to have to tell you it's unlikely for things to be able to turn around in your life. Okay, remember I didn't talk about, make sure you look at the end of the reading here that you're about to get. Make sure you look at the end where I specifically talk about it's going to be a time of personal growth right now. Okay, when we're explaining what's happening with Mercury retrograde, this is a time for personal growth. And for some of you, it will be emotional pain. Okay, it will be emotional pain. So, because with growing, it is, you have growing pains. So when you're trying to have personal growth, sometimes there's growing pains that go with that, which we call emotional growing pains, because there's things that you have to admit. There's things that you have to do. And sometimes we don't want to make the decision to do that. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to pull and see what cards fall for you. And then we're going to go over to our extended to see specific situations that are going to come about. And if you want to join us for the extended, information regarding that can be found below. Okay? All right, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to be for the sign of Aries as it relates to the Mercury retrograde for June 18th to July 12th? What messages need to go for the sign of Aries? What does Aries need to know in regards to? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries? Any more messages for the sign of Aries? Okay. Yeah, see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I see there's the Two of Wands again. I saw it during the shuffle. Wow. Yeah. All right. Okay, my Aries, I'm going to tell you what the cards are. I'm going to tell you who I see here, and I'm going to let you know if you have any angel numbers, and then we're going to go over into our extended version, okay? All right, so we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse, We got the Two of Wands in reverse. I actually saw that during the shuffle as well. We got the Ten of Swords. We got the Nine of Wands in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. The Hangman in reverse. And your overarching energy, everything that's driving this, is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, you definitely have an angel number coming through, which is 1010. Okay, so make sure you look up 1010 to see what that means. The signs that are coming through, and just keep in mind, it could be any sign, and just taking on the energy of that sign. You have a lot of earth energy here with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or that could be you showing up in your own reading, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Hangman here represents air energy as well, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Just keep in mind, it could be any sign, just taking on the energy of that sign. And so all signs really are here, but you do have an emphasis on fire, which is you, and earth. Okay? All right, my loves, if you want to join us for the extended reading, where we'll go through and try to figure out what's going on, and then we'll look into the future with this as well to see what's happening. You can join us on our Patreon. Information pertaining to that can be found below. Until next time, bye-bye. Okay, just a little information about what to expect during this Mercury retrograde. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Okay, Mercury retrograde will come in June 18th. And it will last all the way through July 12th. Okay, now just when things were about to calm down, things were starting to calm down. Now we got not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. We got 6 planets in retrograde. And what makes it so bad, you guys, these planets being in retrograde are happening right between the 2 eclipses that we had. We just had the lunar eclipse, and now we will have the solar eclipse on the new moon. And right in the middle of that, now we got 6 planets that are retrograde. So we got Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, which is kind of making like a celestial chaos, so to speak. This is the time you need to really rethink and revise your plans for the future. Okay, if you don't do this willingly and you don't surrender to it, Mercury retrograde has a way of making you do that. Of course, we all know, back up everything that you have on your computers. Keep in mind that your text messages, your emails, all of that needs to be rechecked and checked again before you send it. I always try to tell the people that listen to my channel, especially during this retrograde, that if I were you, I wouldn't even put any information in the box until your email or your text is ready to go. And once you have reread it, then you'll put who it's going to, and then send it. Don't put the person who is going to first, because chances are they might get anything during this time, okay? They might get something or a picture of something you don't want them to get. So make sure you just take the extra steps in doing that. Be mindful as well that during this time, this is like a catalyst for change. So things are going to be changing. I mean, things are going to be changing, things that you may not want to change. It's going to change, because we have to understand, during Mercury retrograde, this is a time that Mercury retrograde makes us have personal growth, okay? And personal growth takes time. And with personal growth sometimes comes emotional and growing pains, okay? Now, you will get lost in your emotions during this Mercury retrograde, and what you deeply feel, things that you deeply feel, they will come to the surface. So be ready and be able to deal with those things as they come to the surface. Now, in life, you're going to be able to release all the things that are buried, okay? See, Mercury is going retrograde in Cancer. Cancer is a very emotional sign. It's a water sign, okay? So therefore, anything that you try to bury, it's going to come up and it's going to have to be released. In love, okay? So Mercury retrograde is going to make you ask the question, who do you love? You're going to be able to answer that question. Who really has a place in your life, okay, and in your heart? So you're going to begin to focus on how you feel about those persons, or that one person who really has a place in your heart. Now, what does this also do for those that are in a relationship but you really love an ex? This is what makes the exes come back. Okay, so the exes will come back because people will start evaluating who they really love. Okay, whether you're with somebody or not, if they really love you, they're going to find a way to tiptoe back to your door, possibly. And then in work, this is a time for you to reassess your sense of security, both in, the work that you've decided for your life or your career. So you'll start to think, where's your security lane professionally and financially? All of these questions, all of these situations will begin to occur during Mercury retrograde. So keep all of that in mind. All right. Okay, my loves, don't forget to join us every Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Lotus Love Show, because we deal with a lot of energies on a daily basis. And then our weekly energy, our weekly love energy, and our twin flame messages is done every Sunday. So this is a time, especially during Mercury retrograde, that you deeply, deeply, deeply need to be sure that you have a thorough understanding of what the heck is going on. Okay? All right, my loves. Until next time. Bye-bye.